Hi there, it's Matthew from Ascend here. Today I'm going to be letting you know the do's and don'ts of creating that perfect CV in order to maximise your chances of getting the job that you want. So just on the screen here, I've got an example of what I think is an excellently laid out and formatted CV. Obviously everyone has their own technique and ways of writing the CV, but I think this one is particularly good for the clients that we work with. So I'll just start from the top and run through the CV and let you know what I think is good about it. So just to begin, the contact details at the top are nice and minimised. They don't need to take too much room. The important stuff is your work experience and what you've done, not your contact details. So keep those nice and concise. The profile is excellent. It provides a summary of your experience to potential employers, and also you can tailor it to the role that you're applying for. If you're looking for a supply chain role, mention that you focus on supply chain. Very obvious, but also very powerful. If we move on down, we then should have a summary of your work experience. If you've worked in multiple jobs, do include a summary up here. Again, it's nice and simple and easy to read. Also, mention the dates and times that you've worked at these businesses. The thing I also like about this CV is the fact they mention their clients. Now I know you might not be able to mention your clients, but you can certainly mention whether it's a banking client, an oil and gas client, a retail client. Very important. It's also good to give the lengths of the times you've worked on each project. You know, a 2-week piece of work is very different to a 2-year one, obviously. So do get these timestamps up there. Also, talk about what you actually achieved on each of these projects. If you look here, we have responsibilities and outcomes, a great way of doing it. By all means mention the work you've done in teams, but mention what you personally did. That's what the employer will be looking for. I'll just scroll down the CV now and you can look, this person has mentioned a variety of projects, date stamped really well, what they achieved and what they did. So, you know, it's very excellent. It's also not too wordy as well. You know, they've used bullet points very effectively. So it's clear and concise. If we just move towards the bottom of the CV now, you can see a summary section of the education. Now, whether you put the education at the top or the bottom is kind of dependent, I think, where you are in your career. If you're junior and the grades are really important, which they are obviously, then get those at the top, especially if they're very good. If you're a bit more senior, so therefore education becomes slightly less important, you know, maybe put it at the bottom. And finally on this CV, I'm always a big believer in the interests or the extracurriculars. Making yourself seem different, unique, you know, a real human individual is very important. So anything sporting, academic, arts, do get that on there, especially if you've done something exceptional, like represented your country or reached a high level in music or art. So that's the summary of this CV. Well, thanks for watching. I'll be sending out more tips on our vlogs, so watch this space and hopefully I'll see you soon.